Hello and welcome back to the Creep It 100 podcast. I am your host, Kenson, and I am here with Mark.
Yellow.
And then Jeanette is not with us again today. However, she'll be back with us shortly, guys. So just hold in there, maybe a few more episodes, okay? She's on a little leave, and that's fine. All right? Don't even worry about that. And you might not know that she's on a leave. You might not know when she's coming back because we lie on this podcast. So we'll see. However, I do want to start this episode before we actually get into it. Today we're talking about something pretty cool. But first, we have a little story to tell you about
Something
an adventure
not
that
so
we
cool.
had. Yeah, we have something not cool at all. So me and Mark decided, as the good people we are, we decided to give Kentucky another shot. Give it one more chance.
Before we get into the story, let's go ahead and run the clip from our second episode?
Oh, yeah. Just in
Let's
case
run
you
the
need a
clip.
reminder.
All right, clip just ran. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. And so if you remember that from our second, first, whatever episode, I don't know, we don't like Kentucky, and we went back. We decided to go to one of our favorite restaurants, which is opened a location in Kentucky. We decided to go there, and that day turned out to be a $400 day for me when it was supposed to be maybe 50. And also, Kentucky took my tire. I
don't
left
even
a
think we were
tire
in
in
Kentucky for an hour.
No, we weren't. Everything was fine. I have a nice car too. Like, it's not like some like beater. Like, I have a nice car, and we're going along. And then we're perfectly fine. All engine levels, all tire levels are great. And then we go into Kentucky, and within an hour of being inside of Kentucky, my tire blows out in the middle of the highway. And this time, I know I said it last time, but I'm very serious this time, is I'm never going to Kentucky again. I'm going around or over. And that's it. Mark also got, I don't know, gingivitis from Kentucky or whatever the fuck he's got right now.
No, I literally have not been anywhere since Kentucky, and I woke up sick. I haven't been around anyone. And you know what? You know what me and Kenson realized today? We were passing through Covington, Kentucky, right?
Yup.
And we were in Covington, Georgia not too long ago. Run the clip. So the Covington cockroach, there must be portals between different Covingtons because it showed up.
Yeah.
It showed up and it got my ass this time.
Yeah. Finally, my man knows what it's like this time to get fucking attacked by the Covington cockroach.
The COVID Covington cockroach.
Yeah. We both got a... You know what? Honestly, we might... You know what? Actually, okay. When you guys are hearing this as of right now, go to our Instagram and you're going to see us going into Kentucky, followed by another picture of me on the side of the road in like 10 minutes. We're going to put it on our Instagram story so you guys can see it. And I'm sure you can just read by my face how irritated as fuck I am. The place sucks.
Kentucky is just god-awful. God-awful.
Yep. And if you're from there, stop listening. Straight up.
Yeah.
We can afford to get rid of a few listeners. And if you're from Kentucky, you're the one.
We want Kentucky excommunicated, to say the least.
Yeah.
We don't want it near us. We don't want it. We just don't want it. Okay? We just don't want Kentucky.
We don't want Kentucky. And honestly, we're trying to build a community here.
We're going to... The plan is commencing. Invasion. We're going to flood Kentucky.
We're going to flood Kentucky.
We're going to flood Kentucky.
Do you mean like with soldiers or like water?
Water, both.
Oh. We're going to post soldiers at every exit of Kentucky and then flood it.
So nothing can leave.
Yeah. The Covington cockroaches are going to be pinned.
No, bro, they got portals.
True, yeah. They're just going to show up somewhere else.
But you know what won't get out?
Whatever ruined my tire.
Whatever demon owns Kentucky.
True, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
whatever
someone
higher
won
power
Kentucky.
is in charge of Kentucky, bro. I don't know if that's fucking the governor. I don't know if that the governor. Who's the governor of Kentucky? I don't know. With them.
Yeah, true. I want to. You know what? Next episode, we're gonna call him. We're gonna call his office and just try to get through.
We don't know.
Or hers. I don't know. Yo.
Or theirs, bro. It's 2022.
That's true.
We like equality on this podcast.
We do like equality, and that
And
we're
we
not
lie.
lying about. Don't put those back to back. Don't put those back to back.
That was a joke. That was the joke. No, we
yeah.
we
So
hate
fuck
Kentucky.
Yeah, exactly. And then second thing is, I wanted to, on the way to the studio to record today, I literally came across something, or not came across something, but I interacted with somebody, and I just could not believe what was happening. And I sent Mark a text real quick that just said Gaslight gas station, because I wanted to remember what happened. But I literally went to the gas station to pick up an energy drink so I could be like high energy for this recording. And doing that, the worker tried to convince me. I don't know how we got on this topic. I didn't want to talk, but the worker tried to convince me that Texas is 1/4 of the size of Ohio, meaning you could fit 4 Texases inside of Ohio. This man was trying to gaslight me and the other employee into believing this.
He probably saw that video. I saw this video going around of like, because the map it's flat, but we live on a globe. Okay?
Yeah.
So, actually, everything that's like up north or super down south is actually a lot bigger than they appear to be on a flat map. However, I don't
Texas
see
in the middle.
Texas being that small.
Texas is in the middle, bro. I don't understand. Texas is like closer to the equator.
No. That's when everything is smaller. Is when it's in the middle.
I guess that would be smaller, but like no,
like still that's Texas
no shot.
Hold on. Just hear me out. Ohio square feet.
Ohio square feet.
All of Ohio in square footage. There's no way, bro. There's literally no way.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
okay,
this dude
so
tried
Texas is literally the second biggest state we have.
Yeah, other than Alaska, probably, right?
Yeah, Alaska's number 1. Ohio's number 34.
Yeah, Alaska's like half the size of the U.S., isn't it? Like, it's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's giant. It's giant.
Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out because I like if I didn't have to come here to record, I would still be there arguing. And this was like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, out of all the 49 states,
49.
Yeah, because fuck Kentucky.
Oh, true. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, Kentucky doesn't exist anywhere. It's just Ohio and Ohio too.
Kentucky's not going to exist when I'm done. When I'm done here. When this podcast is over, Kentucky will cease to exist.
Kentucky will fall.
All 40,410 square miles of it gone.
True. I'm just going to...
Underwater.
I think we should just turn it all... We're going to just turn it all into one big casino.
That's a big-ass casino.
Yeah, and it'll fuel
Nothing
Ohio.
but Walking Dead slots in there, though.
Yeah, nothing but the Walking Dead slots. All right. Well, we're
not sponsored by Walking Dead slots, but if we were, this would not be a lie. I love the Walking Dead slots.
Yeah, listen, it's not a sponsor, but if they want to be, I can talk about it a little more. Just saying.
Oh, I'll talk about it. I almost said sober. I'll talk about it without me.
I'll talk about it sober.
Yeah, swear to God.
Yeah, I'll start wearing shirts, bro. I'll start telling my friends.
You have been you're the reason I downloaded it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm giving them free promotion. Never mind. No more until I see some money.
Walking Dead slots. AMC, if you're listening.
Yeah. Also, you can just pay me in coins too.
Give us some coins.
I know. You can pay me in coins. I'll take a fat 1 trill.
I was going to say
coins.
10 mil, and I will...
10 mil?
Once. You're right. That would go fast in Walking Dead slots.
Yeah, bro. I need 1 bill. That's what I'll do. I'm talking B's, baby. We're not on M's anymore.
You went from trill to bill.
Yeah, I know. I trill's a little excessive. Yeah. All right. Anyway, we've spent a lot of time derailing off of what is supposed to be an episode, and I kind of have a little bit of a lot to get through. So today we are going to be talking a little bit of a lot to get through, man. You know, it's a little bit, but it's a lot in there. So what we're talking about today is we're going to be talking about Heaven's Gate, the cult. This is going to be our part 1 of a 2-part series where we go over this. Today we're going to be talking about I guess you could say co-founder, because he had one other person with him. We're going to be talking about Marshall Applewhite, and we're going to talk about a little bit of his early life when he met his co-conspirator, right up into the point where they really turned this thing into a cult, which would have a pretty tragic end. in 1997. Mark, that's when you were born, wasn't it?
Yeah, 97. Yeah.
97? Yeah, cool. It's very possible that you're a reincarnation of one of these 39 people, just saying.
If any of this sounds familiar, I'll stop you.
Okay.
If any of this sounds like a past life, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Past lives actually do have to do with this, which is kind of crazy that you say that.
I'm logging off.
Yeah. So, Marshall Applewhite.
Where does this take place?
Fucking everywhere, bro. They go so many different places. The end of it, though, is in California.
Okay. Well, let's get to it.
The last one. Yeah. So, Marshall Applewhite Jr. was born in Spur, Texas on May 17th of 1931. He was born to his dad, also Marshall Applewhite, and then his mom, Louise Applewhite. He has 3 siblings, and then right after I say that, you can forget it because they don't have anything to do with this story and they're never mentioned again. He goes to Corpus Christi High School. He was brought up very, very religious.
Corpus?
Corpus. Yeah, like your boy.
No, that's Copia.
Oh shit. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know ghost lore.
Ghost lore is fun.
That'll be the next 15 minutes of you just explaining ghost lore.
That's an episode on its own.
Yeah. Then he later attended Austin College. Applewhite earned a bachelor's degree in philosophy in 1952 and then enrolled in the Union Presbyterian Seminary to study theology. He was hoping to become a minister, which we already are. So,
yeah,
lost
fun
out.
fact, we got ordained on the same day.
Yeah, did actually. God.
I just smacked the fuck out of my elbow.
I need that video uploaded immediately.
No, I look goofy as shit eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Smacking the shit out of my elbow.
That's so funny. That's getting used. 100% that's getting used. Promotional material.
Oh, that fucking
We're gonna put
hurt. Like, it's
that
like,
scream
it's like
right
tingling.
there.
I feel it in my wrist.
You feel it in your wrist?
Daddy's not doing well today. Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
Daddy's not doing well.
Yeah, that's gonna be in next year's intro. Next year's music. That scream.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Anyway, okay, yeah, back into it. So, in 1952, he's in the Union Presbyterian Seminary studying theology, hoping to become a minister. He then marries a woman named Ann Pierce around that time, and then he had 2 children, Mark and Lane. Also,
Mark
have nothing. Yeah, bro. Don't worry, they have literally nothing to do with this story. I think that they kind of forgot that. I think he forgot he had kids. I'm not going to lie to you. Similar to someone I know. So early in the seminary,
Jalen, we're talking about you.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
My man in the car, he just turned to a frown so quick.
No, Jalen, you're a great father, and we love you for it. Not only is he a great father, great daddy.
That's true. Ah, Jesus. So early in his studies, he actually decided to leave school to pursue a career in music. And he became music. Became a music. Yeah, just super involved in everything I say. He became a music director at the Presbyterian Church in North Carolina. So now we're already in North Carolina. In 1954, he actually got drafted to the United States Army, and he served in New Mexico and Austria.
Wow, vastly different areas of the world.
Yes, very. They do that, so makes sense. He left the military in 56, so he was only in there for like 2 years. Enrolled at the University of Colorado, where he earned a master's degree in music and a focus on musical theater.
Musical theater.
So after this, kind of unsuccessful attempt.
Theater on its own is kind of
true
a cult.
Facts, actual.
Speaking from experience, Chorsey, if you're listening, I know you can attest.
Yeah. So after being in New York City in an unsuccessful attempt to become a professional singer, after he
Singer!
finished at college. He then taught at the University of Alabama. This is where things start to get a little, interesting. He lost his position at the University of Alabama after pursuing a sexual relationship with a male student, and then separated from his wife, obviously, because he's married. So not only did he cheat, he also pursued a male student who was one of his students as a professor. So he hit like a little triple combo of surprises on everybody. He separates from his wife after learning about the affair, and then, she separates from him, honestly, and then divorced 3 years later. He decided to just reveal to his parents that he was gay, and his father rejected him for it. Then, 1965, still after leaving University of Alabama, he moved to Houston to serve as a chair at the musical department at the University of St. Thomas. I do not know how he keeps getting all these jobs, like at universities and things.
You said he was
this
a
man
musical chair?
Jumps. Yeah, he was a musical chair.
That's a hard gig to get.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
They only come down to one.
He was the musical chair. But at the University of St. Thomas, his students actually said that he was super engaging and he was a stylish dresser. A lot of them said as well. In Houston around this time, he was openly gay for a brief moment, and then but at the same time, he was pursuing a relationship with a young woman who left him under pressure from her family. So they were like, nah, this dude's weird. You got to get out of here. He was really, really upset by this. He then resigned from the University of St. Thomas in 1970. He said that it was for depression and other emotional problems. However, a few people who have investigated this case and investigated into the schools and things kind of think that it was prompted by another affair between him and another student. So this could be time too that he's doing this. Also, this kind of this lust that he's showing is going to be kind of important for later life, and an important thing that he adjusts and overcorrects when he becomes in charge of a bunch of people.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, to the point of going to Mexico for some surgeries. So
I don't know what that means,
however,
but I am very eager to
that
find
is for
out.
next episode.
Oh, that's next. I'm going to find out today. I don't know.
You're going to find out today. Audience,
the viewers
suck
will
it.
Not. Yeah.
You
Yes,
have to wait
from fucking Kentucky. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
If you're Kentucky, you shouldn't be listening anymore, actually. I told you to leave.
If you're from Kentucky and you've made it this far,
Why?
We're going to hack.
Yeah, why are you here?
We're going to find the IP addresses. We're going to find you, and we're going to end
We're currently tracing?
We're going to end. Yeah, we're going to end Kentucky. We're going to flood Kentucky with soldiers and water. And you know what?
Jesus.
We're not going to regret it. We're not sorry.
No, not even a little bit.
What you did to us.
What you did
unforgivable.
To us.
What you did to us is unforgivable.
All right.
I'll make sure it goes on no longer. You can't hurt anyone anymore.
There you go. Good. Okay. Well, anyway, so in 1971, this is 1 year after he resigned from St. Thomas. He moves again to New Mexico. To New Mexico, where he operates a deli for some reason.
Deli?
Yeah.
How the fuck you go from teaching college to...
Dude, there's so much mystery behind this. So
honestly, I love it. I love
it kind of sounds like me, bro. Just not just getting different jobs every 1 year.
I love a multi-talented man, so good for him.
Yeah, exactly. Around this same time, though, Applewhite's father dies, and that took a very, very big emotional toll on him and left him very, very vulnerable, I assume. This caused severe depression. His debts mounted, forcing him to start to borrow money from friends. He was just getting all these debts.
Sound like you.
Telling me. So, in this extremely vulnerable state, he is just looking for a cause, and he's looking for something in his life. I mean, his dad's died. He's failing at everything he wants to do. Intro, his co-conspirator, Bonnie Nettles. And we'll talk about her right after this break. Hey everyone, this is Kinson from the Creep at 100 podcast. Today I'm here to talk to you about Skillshare. Skillshare is a platform where you can explore thousands of hands-on creative classes to better yourself in any area. These areas include TV, film, animation, creative writing, music, design, illustration, photography, anything you could think of. Whether you're here to just learn a new skill or learn how to start a small business, they have classes for everyone on Skillshare. Exclusive for our listeners, guys, you can go on and you save 50% when you sign up for an annual plan. Make sure to click the link in our description below to sign up for your free trial and join Skillshare today. It really is one of the best places to learn any new skill, and I promise you guys will not regret it. Sign up for Skillshare today. So, picking up where we left off from the break, he just meets Bonnie Nettles. This is in 1972, and this is a nurse who was also interested in theology and biblical prophecies, which also were one of his studies when he went to college the first time before he was drafted. So the two quickly became really close friends, and he later said that he felt like he had known her for a long time and concluded that they had met each other in a past life, exactly like what we were talking about earlier.
What's her name?
Then Bonnie Nettles.
That rings a bell.
Yeah, you remember her?
Oh boy, do I.
You could have been Marshall. He died and then you were born. Like deadass, like a month later. I think.
I don't like this.
Yeah. So Nettles taking advantage of what I think is Applewhite in a very, very vulnerable situation, just tells him that their meeting had been foretold to her by extraterrestrials. And Applewhite, just looking for something to believe in and also being vulnerable, just completely ate this shit up. She then persuaded him that he had a divine assignment, is what she said. And they had, by that time, started to investigate alternatives to being Christian and other religions, including a lot of astrology, is what they looked up. They're also both super sci-fi nerds, so like they want to believe in some shit like that so bad. Like they want Star Trek to be real. They want fucking spaceships in their life, which is why later they'll start saying that the divine entity actually is a fucking alien and a spaceship and shit like that.
I don't blame them, man. I fucking want a spaceship.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as much as I would like that, I'm not going to go around the country speaking at, podiums about it.
No, you'll go around the galaxy, baby. Think bigger.
True. So at the time, Bonnie Nettles was actually married, and her and Applewhite got so close that her husband divorced her and took the kids and then just dipped. And she just like low-key didn't care. She just was all about Applewhite. And they started living together right after this. They were like, he said that they were basically like soulmates without any physical relationship. They never ever
Like
did anything. They were not together.
Situation then.
Yes, platonic soulmate situation, exactly, which is something that Applewhite had been looking for like his entire life. So
the amount of people that say that shit to me that I do not like is so funny.
That you're platonic soulmates?
Yeah, it's like someone I just don't like. I'm like, oh yeah, I bet.
Oh yeah, wow, yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah. In a past life, we were best buds too.
Yeah. Just making shit up.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I've had a few of those too, and I'm just like, okay.
No,
I've
it
had
like turns you off to the friendship a little bit.
It kind of does. Like there's probably like 3 or 4 times I can confidently say someone said that we were platonic soulmates, and then have not talked to them since that conversation.
Oh, I block on site.
Oh, I block instantly. Yeah, that can't run. You can't do that to me. I can't hear that. So right after, him and Applewhite and Nettles get together, platonically. They're kind of attached at the hip. And at this time, Applewhite permanently breaks off contact with his family right after Nettles gets divorced and leaves the kids. And some of their acquaintances that they had at the time would always talk about how she had a very strong influence on him. And a psychiatrist named Robert J. Lifton actually did a study on this, and he could not come to the conclusion on whether or not she was a bad or a good influence on him, because of the fact that, I mean, ultimately ended bad, yes, but they can't decide whether or not that she kept him in a positive headspace enough to not do something then, because he was in a bad state when they met. I mean, the man was ready to go crazy, and knowing what you'll know by the end of the series, the potential he has for bad shit is high. He has a high ceiling for that shit. So it's possible that she could have kind of kept him in check for a while, which actually does make sense because later, after Nettles passes, is when shit kind of starts to go off the rails after he doesn't have her anymore. So there's still an argument to this day about whether or not that's a good relationship or a bad relationship. Ultimately bad, but in the moment, good or bad. So Applewhite and Nettles open up a bookstore called the Christian Arts Center, which just carried a bunch of
so many jobs.
Dude, I know. And like while I'm sitting there, I was, and then the business dies like right after. Like it's so simple, and like
sad.
I just don't understand how some people in this life can just open a bookstore and then go to another town and then open like a Radio Shack. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, my man went from literally slinging meat to selling books, baby.
Yeah, true. You mean at the college?
He was slinging meat at the college.
He was.
I was talking about the deli, but yeah, he was also.
Oh, yeah,
He's got
experience
for slinging meat, from what I hear.
Yeah. That's how he got the job at the deli. So, yeah, the business dies right after that. This bookstore that they started, February of 1973. Applewhite and Nettles decided to go on the road, travel, and teach others about their beliefs, which is like this crazy, theology that they've come up with. So they start to travel through all of the Western U.S. While traveling, it does say they had little money and occasionally resorted to selling their blood or doing odd jobs for like random like little bits of cash every time they needed it.
You can sell your plasma and get like $70 each time.
Yes. There's actually a place that does that near us. There's like a sign in the window, and honestly, I don't trust anything that like wants that like from a sign in the window. It's also in a strip mall.
You don't like having your blood drawn though.
I've never had my blood drawn because it freaks me out.
I mean, I don't think anyone actually likes it, but like,
yeah,
if you do,
yeah, no, that shit freaks me the fuck out. I don't want to do
it. Yeah, I mean, it's a really uncomfortable feeling. It's not. It doesn't feel good.
I promise you, I'll pass out. Really? I promise you, I'll pass out, and there's a probably 7 out of 10 chance that I'm going to punch whoever's doing it.
The first time I got mine done, this is such a funny ass story. First time I was getting my blood drawn, the way that my hand was like in the I was fine. I'm not scared of blood. I'm not scared of needles. I'm not. But the way that they had my arm like propped up, my muscle was like
like you were doing like the little
okay? Yeah, she's like, "Are you okay? Like, are you freaking out?" I'm like, "I'm actually fine. I just don't like the way my hand, my arm is positioned." It was just like,
just shaking, just shaking. She thinks you're like trying to call her over there.
No, she was like, "Are you about to pass out?" I was like, "I'm actually totally fine." I was like, my muscle was just freaking out.
So around this time, while they're traveling and they're selling their blood for money and things like that, they're trying to teach people about this thing that they're coming up with. One of their friends from Houston eventually meets up with them and accepts their teachings. They visit her in May of 1974, and she becomes their very, very first member. June of 1974, Applewhite and Nettles' beliefs had finally become like, they finally have like a basic outline for what they're talking about. They concluded that them two had been chosen to fulfill like a prophecy from the Bible, and that they have been given higher level minds than other people, which is the most egotistical bullshit I can think of. Literally forming a religion around the fact that I'm smarter than you guys. So
that low key sounds like something we would do.
I mean that we have done.
We
We remember the 2010s
Oh yeah,
when we ran a
changed our
call.
names after that. We had to change our names.
True, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We used to be Eric and Aaron.
I used to be cool. He used to be Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, we used to be Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
After that, we changed our name to fucking Zach and Cody, and then
True, and
started
then we were out of ideas.
now we're Mark and Kinson, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, we ran out of ideas after that, so we decided to just be normal.
No more Colts.
Yeah,
You hear me?
true. I guess.
Bad news all around.
Well, whatever.
Jim Jones.
That's what they
baby.
keep saying.
That's what they said before they drank the fucking Kool-Aid.
Jesus. Yeah, more about that later this year.
Yeah, so tune in for hopefully season 2. Chorsey.
Yeah, Chorsey.
Hopefully season 2 to find out what we did.
Can't wait to get a message about that. So in the meantime, they're writing.
You know what sounds really good?
A season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah. Also, is that episode out? No, the episode's out today, where I told you guys to go and comment on the Instagram, right? That when we're recording that episode that I told you guys to go and comment on Troy's Instagram is already out. But it's only been out for a day, and I haven't seen any comments, so I'll forgive you at the moment. But by the time next week's episodes are being recorded, y'all better be commenting.
You know what? Tyler, I know you're listening. You listen to every episode. If I don't see you comment on one of his posts, you're done.
Is that the bean
You're done
guy?
just like Kentucky. Huh? The Pinto. Yeah, that's Pinto.
that's okay. Yeah. I fuck with that guy. I like him.
Shout out to Tyler. Big shout out to Tyler.
Man's been listening to every single episode since episode 1. Yeah, we appreciate you. In the most not fucking around, like we actually do. Anyway,
Sincerely.
Thank
you.
Yes, this episode is dedicated to Tyler. So, in around this time when they're finally getting like a blueprint together of what like their actual religion or their basic outline is, they write a pamphlet that describes Jesus' reincarnation as a Texan, and this is like a soft reference to Applewhite. Like they kind of made him like Loki, like the reincarnation, without saying it. I think they were like kind of hoping that people would like see the pamphlet, see the description, and look at the guy that gave it to him and be like, "It's you," but like that never happened. So
You are the one the prophecy spoke of.
yeah, they also concluded that they were the 2 witnesses from the Book of Revelations. If you don't know what that is, 2 witnesses is basically like it's supposed to be like the 2 people that prophesized the revelation, blah, 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 whatever. It's
they
a
were
thing.
claiming that it was them.
They said that they were the 2 witnesses, yes. And they would literally show up to churches and spiritual groups and be like, "What's up, guys? We're kind of a big deal."
Do you want an autograph and a picture?
Yeah. They started referring to themselves as the 2 or the UFO 2. Bro, they're the biggest
That's what we
condescending.
should refer to ourselves as when it's just us.
The 2, yeah. Jesus. Yeah, real
Jeanette's,
original.
you know what? When Jeanette's not here,
We're the
we're
2.
the UFO 2, baby.
The UFO 2. Dude, they come up with so many names for themselves. Like deadass, it's like 4 different names for themselves. And it's
Let's
so
be real.
annoying.
Let's not act like we haven't done that.
Okay, yeah, but like forcing others to call you that is such a douchey thing.
No, we've never done that.
It's like in school when like they're calling attendance and like there's like the one kid and it's like Seth, and he's like, "I actually like to be called Zather," like that in like 3rd grade. And I don't know if that happened to you, but that happened to me in like every class. There was one kid that was like, "I actually want to be referred to." It's just a total different name.
Zather with an X.
Yeah, Zather with an X in the middle.
Yeah, I was biologically given the name Seth, but I go by Zather.
That's the same kid that wears sunglasses inside, like that we talked about on that one episode.
It's the same kid
that left the review for what was that, The Exorcist? The 13-year-old that we made fun of.
Got little X Big X Zather.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the gamer
Big
tag
X, little
kid.
X gamer tag.
Yeah. It's that kid.
Damn, we got a lot of throwbacks this episode.
We do. Wow, we're going callback on callback. And you know what? That's more.
Yeah, does this mean something?
This means that
Are we getting old?
this, this means that the podcast's getting its feet, and you need to be listening to every episode, or you're gonna miss these jokes. You want to be laughing with us because we can tell when you're fake laughing. We can tell when you're laughing just to laugh. Go back, listen to the episodes, then you can laugh with us. Okay? We'll pause. We'll pause for you guys. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you know what? You pause. I'm not pausing.
Yeah,
you pause. You go listen to episodes 1 through fucking 15, and then we can fucking chat.
True. I'm not pausing. We have shit to do.
But until you do the work, until you got to do the work. You got to.
Yeah, you got to put in the homework. We're doing homework. I'm looking at a Google Doc right now, man. You're just in your car, living lavish. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you just listen. You just listening, bro. We do the work. It's time for you to start doing something. Do something for us.
Exactly. So the pair believed, Nettles and Applewhite, they believed that they would be killed and then restored to life and in the view of others be transported onto a spaceship. This was an event that they were going to call the demonstration. And everybody did not buck with these ideas.
Speaking of spaceships, this is totally off topic, but I just got like a notification. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed is out today.
Oh, shit. Okay. After this.
Yeah, I'm going to literally install it right after this.
Yeah. So, right after they were running around doing all this, this is right when he becomes to kind of be like a cock, is in August of 1974.
Yeah,
Applewhite
sleeping with the students wasn't cock enough, I guess.
No, but like this is when he like starts to like be like confident about it. Like he starts to get like an ego about being a cock, not just being one for no reason. He gets arrested for
sound like you.
failing to return a car. He rented a car and just like kept it for 6 months. And then he said that he had been divinely authorized to keep the car. And then they put him in jail for 6 months because no, you can't just take a fucking car. While jailed, he kind of
like a higher power told him he was.
Yeah, a higher power told him that he was fine to keep the car.
Yeah, just keep it.
Yeah,
you sure? Yeah.
No, deadass. That's like exactly how it had to have happened in his fucking head. So he started. While he's in jail, he's thinking about all these like theologies, and he stops really talking about like occult topics and starts talking about extraterrestrials and evolution. He starts going on like a more like science-based approach. Okay. He then starts to, once he gets out of jail, that is, he starts to go to these events and he starts like doing like talking seminars, and he starts telling people that they're beings from what he calls the next level. And this is another one. They changed their names to Guinea and Pig while they're at these fucking events. Dude.
You try to change our name to like Golden and Retriever or something?
Yeah, we're going to name our... Yeah. Guys, we are now known as Gold and Fish. And then when Jeanette's back, we're Snap, Crackle, and Pop. So... Oh, you want to hear the initial name for the cult, by the way? This is a great one that I didn't even know about.
Yeah, let's hear it.
After they did this, they started naming themselves the organization... the Anonymous Sexaholics Celibate Church. But quickly change that. Oh, that one ring a bell?
Yeah. That one's. Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah. Then they soon changed it to the Human Individual Metamorphosis.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. I remember.
Yep. Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah. I was there. I was there.
He was also one of those people that believed like aliens came and visited humanity like in the past and helped do things like the pyramids and like shit like that.
Pyramids.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of on that line. Yeah.
He actually thinks though that aliens that came are the ones that placed the humans on Earth, and then after like they let them like evolve and stuff for a while, we're gonna come back and pick up a few that were like the best or whatever.
They missed out. They left Elvis here.
True. Well, he might have been taken. They
Michael was taken.
true.
Michael Jackson,
It
Elvis.
took the best of us.
Who else is it? Oh my God! New theory.
Tupac.
New theory dropping right now.
Yeah,
Any celebrity that died way too soon and is rumored to be on an island got taken by the aliens.
true. He also, so right at this time, like shit kind of pops off. They get invited to speak at a new age, like a new age religion organization or something, like a speaking conference in California in 1975. At this meeting, they persuade about half of the 50 people to follow them. So they get like 25 followers all of a sudden just at this fucking thing. They were average. They like had like 2 at the time, and then all of a sudden they get 25 more. Then same year, 1975, just in September, they go to a meeting in Oregon and got another 30 people. And these people are not like people that are just like, I believe you, keep in contact. No, these are people that are leaving behind their homes, families, and everything to go follow these people on the road.
I mean, all you gotta do is be a little charismatic.
Yeah.
That's why people listen to us. We're not that funny.
Yeah, we just convince you we are.
Yeah, we just convince you we are because we are funny. Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
gaslighting you.
Yes.
You know
yes.
what? Let's gaslight our viewers into thinking we're hilarious.
Literally, oh my God. They like start like, they're just pissing themselves at everything we say. Because we gaslight them so bad.
Literally, if you haven't thrown up from laughter from one of our episodes,
You're not in the community.
you're not a part of this.
You're not
community.
one of us.
You're not a gaslight the fuck out of all our viewers.
Yeah. But this is this is
your
kind of
sides
crazy.
Aren't aching by the time you're 10 minutes into episode 1?
Then
No.
what's wrong? You
Something's wrong. You okay?
you some sort of loser? You from Kentucky or something?
What's going on?
I don't know. I just
Are you
thought
not
that-
happy at home?
Yeah, I just thought. Oh wow! Little problems coming up in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Not as important as us, I don't think. But yeah, no. But whatever you think, dude. Whatever you think, that's fine, I guess.
We solve problems.
Yeah, it's almost as if everything could be
Unless
solved if you just listen to us.
Yeah, if you just laughed a little.
I know. God. Maybe one day you'll learn.
And that's enough gaslighting.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for this episode. But so at this point, they're looking at they have 50 something followers, and they're walking out of Oregon with another 30. So they got numbers now. So now that Marshall and Bonnie had a pretty good group of followers under their belts,
Guinea and Pig.
Guinea and Pig have a good group of followers under their belts. They begin a mission to kind of solidify this group into something that would last generations. They hit the road with their followers and set out on a path that would eventually lead them to the death of all but 2 members. And that
What the fuck?
is where we're going to pick back up next week for Heaven's Gate Part 2.
I'm pissed for the viewers.
I
I'm
know.
going to find out in an hour what happens, but you guys are going to have to wait a whole week.
I know, it sucks, guys. I was told once that the cliffhangers were nice, and I've done them every time since. So, and it's not stopping, honestly. On that note, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. As always, I have been Kinson. I am here with my co-host, Mark.
Goodbye. Sorry.
Yeah. You guys could go ahead and follow us on all our social medias at Creep100. Make sure to engage with us, comment. We look at everything. We actually have a new feature where you can actually send us a voicemail. It is a link in our bio. So if you want to do that, we are going to start reviewing them. And maybe, you might get on the show. If it's funny, if we think it's a good one, we'll throw it on here. You can also go ahead and subscribe to us through a monthly subscription in the description as well. Help us support the show. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, if y'all throw us a little cash, we'll stop working so hard and we can work harder for you. So on that night,
Yeah, working so hard outside of the podcast.
Yeah. We can work a little harder on the podcast. I cannot talk at the end of this episode. Oh my God.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm going to all right. Bye,
Are you
guys.
smelling any